Good day, everyone. So this will be the discussion for the cytochemical stains. Okay, so this will be quick. Medyo konti lang naman yung in-need for further discussion in this part. Okay? So what is cytochemical stains? So this is a technique used to identify diagnostically useful enzymes or other substances in the cytoplasm of hematopoietic cells, usually by development of color. Okay? So di ba, kaya nga tayo gumagamit ng stains is because hindi natin or walang kulay yung mga cells talaga natin. So for us to further visualize it and to compare it to other types of cell, kaya tayo gumagamit ng stains. So we have two types of cytochemical stains, enzymatic and non-enzymatic. So when you say enzymatic, okay, so it reacts with an enzyme na found sa specific type of cell. Okay, when you say non-enzymatic naman, so hindi siya sa enzyme na gina-react. So what are the purpose of cytochemical stains? Number one, to characterize the blast in acute leukemia as myeloid or non-myeloid. Okay, so if you can notice, it's always to compare one from another one. Okay, so identify early granulocytic monocytic cells, identify unusual cell lineages, differentiate between leukemoid reaction and leukemia. Here is cell leukemia, different types of AML and ALL. Ayan, so yan po yung gamit ng cytochemical stains. Okay, so technically to differentiate one cell type to another, okay, one disease to another. Okay, so types of cytochemical stains. Okay, so first we have myeloperoxidase. Okay, so myeloperoxidase, so this is an enzyme present in primary and secondary granules of neutrophils and their precursors. Sabihin yung mga immature cells as well na may primary and secondary granules. Okay, merong myeloperoxidase. Okay, also present in eosinophil granules and in azurophilic granules of monocytes. Okay. So purpose of myeloperoxidase, so it produces hypochlorous acids to carry out their antimicrobial activity. It differentiate between myelogenous and monocytic leukemia from acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Okay? Kapag positive po sa myeloperoxidase, so it rules out all lymphoblastic leukemia. Okay? So they don't, yes, kapag positive po sa MPO, narurule out si ALL. Bakit? Kasi they don't have MPO. Okay, so we will further discuss that yan sa type, once nakarating tayo sa types of leukemia. Anyway, hindi pa naman part ng coverage yung, or hindi pa naman tayo, wala pa naman tayo sa mga diseases. Okay, so just to give you an overview. This is also used to diagnose congenital deficiency of neutrophil myeloperoxidase. So this one, deficiency of neutrophil myeloperoxidase, this is a common defect of phagocytic cell neutrophils. Okay, so ang purpose kasi ni myeloperoxidase, so it catalyzes po oxidation reaction po for bacterial activity or antimicrobial activity. Okay, so if walang myeloperoxidase, okay, defective ang phagocytic capacity ni cell. So principal myeloperoxidase splits hydrogen peroxide in the presence of chromogenic electron donor and forms an insoluble reaction product. So the reaction product is stable, insoluble, and non-diffusible. Okay. So here is the reagents po for the myeloperoxidase. Okay. Using pseudoperoxidase or Leperi reaction. Okay. So you can read that on your own. Okay. And the procedure, again, I'm self-study na lang yung mga procedure. Anyway, that's for laboratory naman. Okay. So the reaction product is brown and granular. So all nuclei are blue. So this is the sample photo. So itong mga to, yan, na may granular. Okay, so those are the positive reaction. Next is neutrophil alkaline phosphate, NAP, or also called leukocyte alkaline phosphatase or LAP. Okay. So alkaline phosphatase activity is found predominantly in mature neutrophil and metamyelocytes. The purpose ng NAP is to differentiate between leukemoid reaction and chronic myeloid leukemia. Okay? Ano po ba pag sinabing leukemoid reaction? When you say leukemoid reaction, you have an increase in WBC, okay, due to infection or other types, other causes aside from cancer. Okay? When you say chronic myeloid leukemia kasi, this is a form of cancer. Okay? So this one, so leukemoid reaction and chronic myeloid leukemia, okay, almost similar sila ng presentation. Okay? So you have increase in WBCs. Okay? So iba lang ng cause. Again, si leukemoid reaction is increase sa WBC, pero because of infection or any other cause aside from cancer. The principle, okay, so the enzyme activity is associated with a poorly characterized intracytoplasmic membranous component distinct from primary and secondary granules of your cell. Okay. So here is your reagents. Yeah. So using the substrate, naphthol is phosphate. Okay. So you have your naphthol plus the dye. Okay. It produces an insoluble precipitate, okay, that you can find inside the leukocyte. So yun yung nag-perform ng color. Okay. So here's your procedure. So, and result interpretation. Okay. So the reaction product is blue and granular. So intensity of reaction varies from negative to strongly positive. So we have different types of grading: 0, 1 plus, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Okay. Yan. So, paano po natin siya i-grade? So, here is an example. Okay. So, ito, 0. Okay. So, walang granules. So, that's 0. Konti lang yung granules, plus 1, occasional granules, plus 2, plus 3, and then plus 4. Sobrang dami na ng granules. Okay, so doon mo siya i-differentiate. Count 100 neutrophils and score them 0, 2, plus 4. Then calculate the final score by adding the total scores. For example, okay, so this is an example. Okay, evaluate 100 cells. Okay, so 100 cells na to, ito yung nakuha mo. Okay, so ito yung grading. Wait lang. Let me change. Okay, so this is the grading. Okay, so and this is the counted number. Okay, so 30 na 0 ang grading. I-multiply natin yan. So equals 0. 20 na 1 yung grading. So 20 times 1 is 20. 30 na 2 ang grading. So 30 times 2 is 60. And then 10 times 4 is 40. Okay, again, yung number po ng na-count ninyo, i-multiply ninyo sa grading nila. Okay? So ito na yung inyong naging answer. So ito naman is i-add natin ngayon. So that's 0 plus 20 plus 60 plus 40 gives you 120. Okay? So 120 yung kanyang NAP score or LAP score. Okay? So mali to. Supposed to be 120. Okay. So the normal NAP score is 38 to 178. Okay, so score natin dito is 120. So ibig sabihin, pasok pa siya sa normal. Okay. So here is an example ng grading again. 0, 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, and 4 plus. Okay, so how would you interpret? Kapag increased si LAP score, that means it's a leukemoid reaction sa babies, pregnant women, and so on. Kapag naman decreased si LAP score, it is CML. or hypophosphatasia, or PNH, or sickle cell anemia. Okay? Next one, we have acid phosphatase reaction. Purpose nito is for the diagnosis of T-cell ALL and hairy cell leukemia, which is tartrate resistant. Okay? So principal, ACP enzyme is present in myelocytic lymphocytes, monocytic, plasma cell, and your platelets. So si ACP in the presence of L-tartrate produces no color. Okay? So si tartrate po, tartrate, okay? So once introduced into your normal cell, okay? So it produces no color. However, si hairy cell and T cell ALL, okay, they are resistant to tartrate. So ibig sabihin, even though in the presence of tartrate, it will still produce a positive color reaction. Okay. So the reaction product is red with mixture of granular and diffuse positivity. Another name po pala kay hairy cell leukemia is uh, TRAP. Okay? So yun, tama. Another name for, another or tawag po kay hairy cell leukemia is TRAP. Okay? So kasi it is tartrate resistant. Sorry, ang bagal na sir. Eh, bakit naging trap? Kasi tartrate resistant acid phosphatase. Okay, so tartrate resistant acid phosphatase. So when you say trap cell, okay, or trap cell, so it pertains to either hairy cell leukemia or maybe a T cell ALL. Okay? So meaning it is tartrate resistant acid phosphatase. Okay. Interpretation. Okay, so in ACP, without tartaric acid, so your all acute and chronic lineage leukemia shows strong positivity. Okay. Granulocytes are also strongly positive. Si monocytes, eosinophils, and platelets show variable positivity. So, di ba, ito yung mga cells na present si ACP. So, acid phosphatase. Okay. So, in ACP with tartaric acid naman, in hairy cell leukemia, so the majority of leukemic cells show positivity in the presence of tartaric acid. So, here's an example photo ng positive reaction. Next, we have esterases. So sa esterases, these are group of enzymes that hydrolyzes acyl and chloroacyl esters of alpha naphthol or naphthol AS. So we have specific esterases, so 1, 2, 7, 8, and 9. And the non-specific esterases natin are isoenzymes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So principle. So esterase enzyme present in leukocyte hydrolyzes the substrate esters and the product formed react with a diazonium salt to give a brightly formed colored compound. Okay? So this is used to differentiate myelocytic series from monocytic series. Okay? So basically to differentiate myelocyte from your monocytes. Okay? To distinguish between normal and leukemic cells of both series. Okay. First type of esterase we have is naphthol chloroacetate esterase. So this is a useful marker of cytoplasmic maturation in myeloid leukemia. Okay? Okay. So reagent, we have this one. Substrate natin naphthol is the chloroacetate and buffer. And then using a counter stain na aqueous hematoxylin. Okay? So this one is positive for myelocyte, promyelocyte, metamyelocyte, and bond cells. Okay, segmenters. Okay, but negative in monocyte stages. Okay? Okay. So positive sa myelocytic series, negative sa monocytic series. Okay, so here is your procedure. Okay, you can again read it on your own. Reaction natin is bright red. Positive reaction is bright red. Okay. So yung mga hindi nag-stain, ibig sabihin it is monocytic. Okay. Okay. So next one, alpha-naphthyl butyrate esterase. This is useful to identify monocytic component in AML. Okay. So substrate naman natin is alpha-naphthyl butyrate. Okay. So reaction product is brown and granular. Okay. So the majority of monocytes, greater than 80%, stain strongly. Okay. Monocytes naman ngayon ang ini-stain dito. Okay. Granulocytes and platelets are negative. So kabaliktaran nung nauna. Okay. The B lymphocytes are also negative. In bone marrow, monocytes, monocyte precursors, and macrophages also is positive. Okay, they stain strongly as well. Okay, so here is your positive reaction. This one, yung may mga arrow. Okay, so it's dark brown. Brown and granular, yes. Okay. Next one is alpha-naphthyl acetate esterase. Okay. So this one is not non-specific naman. Okay. So alpha-naphthyl acetate naman ang kanyang substrate. So if almost lahat sila naphthyl, naiiba lang yung other component. The reaction product is diffuse red or brown in color. So ito naman, this is used to differentiate leukemic and normal. It stains leukemic and normal monocyte strongly. Your granulocytes are negative. Okay, so differentiate again with myelocytic and monocytic series. The granulocytes are negative. T lymphocytes also show positivity. Erythroblasts also show positivity. Okay, so here is your reaction, positive reaction. Okay. So, combined po na ANAE and CAE is used to detect yellow monocytic leukemia. Okay? So, CAE naman and NADE, okay? So, butyrate esterase, okay? So, this one is butyrate esterase to differentiate monocytic and granulocytic component naman. Okay? Yeah. So again, kanina, kung kanino sila nag-produce ng reaction, if you remember, si acetylesterase po is nagre-react with your myelocyte and monocytic, okay? And then, or to differentiate myelocyte and monocytic, and then si fluoroacetate, sorry, I get confused. Fluoroacetate esterase naman as well. Okay, and then using fluoroacetate esterase and then si butyryl esterase, okay, for monocytic and granulocytic component naman. Okay. Next are type of cytochemical stains, non-enzymatic naman. Okay. First, we have Sudan Black D. Okay. Sudan Black D is a lipophilic dye that stains intracellular phospholipids and other lipids. Okay. Again, non-enzymatic. So, ang ini-stain po is a cellular component. Okay. Unlike sa kanina na enzymatic component. So, this one is to differentiate between ALL and AML. Done in old smears in which MPO cannot be performed. Okay. So why? Kasi MPO again is an enzyme. Yung enzymes po is kapag tumagal po is nawawala siya agad. Okay? Okay. So in old smears, kapag na-stuck na yung smear, mawawala na si MPO. Kapag in-stain mo pa siya using an enzymatic stain, okay, for MPO is magpo-false negative ka. Okay, kasi nawawala agad yung enzymes. Okay? So, lipophilic dye binds irreversibly to an unidentified or undefined granule in your granulocytes and eosinophil. Okay, same with the MPO. Okay. Method, we have Sheehan and Story. So, kindly read na lang po yan. Okay. And the procedure. Result natin is black and granular. All nuclei are blue. This is your positive reaction. Okay. So interpretation, the results are similar to MPO staining both in normal and leukemic cells. Okay. So the difference is that the eosinophil granules are Sudan black, B negative. Okay. So eosinophil, di ba nagre-react din si MPO, pero kay Sudan black, it is negative. So in rare cases of ALL, it shows no granular smudgy positivity in MPO staining. Next, we have periodic acid shift. Periodic acid shift naman is used to differentiate between AML and ALL. Okay? Useful in AML and MDS to identify abnormal erythroblasts and dysplastic megakaryocytes. Okay? Confirmed diagnosis of acute myelocytic leukemia. Okay? Ayan. So, I don't think I've mentioned na. Yung AML po pala stands for acute myeloid reaction. ALL stands for acute leukemia. Acute myeloid leukemia. ALL for acute leukemioid leukemia. Okay? And then kapag C naman po, that's chronic myeloid leukemia. MDS stands for myeloperoxidase syndrome. I know I'm wrong. Sorry. Myelodysplastic syndrome po pala. Okay? So, medyo yun. Pati ako nako-confuse. Okay, myelodysplastic syndrome. Okay? So, those po is we will discuss pagdating na po natin sa diseases na. Okay? So, this one, same with the abnormal morphology. So, familiarize lang again with the different tests or stains that we use. Okay? Okay, so here's the procedure. Results natin for this one. Reaction product is red, the positive reaction natin. Okay, so from intensity ranging from pink to bright red. Okay, and it may be diffuse or granular in presentation. Okay, so that's the example. Okay. So granular precursor shows diffuse weak positivity with neutrophils showing intense granular positivity and acts as internal positive controls. So your monocytes and their precursors also show diffuse positivity. Normal erythroid precursors and RBCs are negative, but dysplastic erythroblasts are positive. Megakaryocytes and platelets are also positive. Lymphoblasts show pus blocks, okay, aka, or in example, sorry pala, block positivity. Okay? So, next one we have toluidine blue. So, toluidine blue is a basic thiazine metachromatic dye with high affinity to acidic tissue components. The purpose naman nito is for basophils and mast cell. Enumeration of basophils and mast cell. Okay? So the granules of basophils and mast cells stain a bright red and purple. Okay? Nuclei stain blue, and cells with abundant RNA may show blue tint to its cytoplasm. So here is your example photo. Okay? Yan. So remember, this is for acidic components of your cell. Next one, we have Pearl's iron stain or Prussian blue reaction. This one naman stains your siderotic granules. Okay, siderotic granules are found in the cytoplasm of developing cells in bone marrow in the form of ferric. Okay? So your Pearl's reagent okay, which is composed of potassium ferricyanide. Okay? So when the tissue is treated with an acid ferrocyanide solution, it will result in the unmasking of the ferric ion in the hemosiderin. Okay? So it will produce a blue color. Okay? So this ferric ion then reacts with dilute potassium ferricyanide solution to produce an insoluble blue compound. Okay? So that is the example. Okay? So blue, parang blue granules din siya. Okay? Okay. So that's it for the cytochemical reaction. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me na lang. Okay? So thank you and have a good day.